Hey, I'd like to read a quote to you from a book that I was reading last week. The quote says, "They longed for some kind of leadership and were increasingly less fussy about what kind of leadership it should be. They wanted leadership itself and a leader who would lead." You'd probably think that quote is from a book about the 2016 presidential elections, but you'd be wrong. That quote was about the elections of 1933 in Germany. You probably know what happened next. Adolf Hitler became Chancellor of Germany, and within 10 years, more than 10 million people would lose their lives. What you may not know is that one of those who died was a man named Dietrich Bonhoeffer, a Lutheran pastor who was involved in the plot to assassinate Hitler. Bonhoeffer was not just any pastor. He was a leader in the church. If he were alive in the U.S. today, he would be likened to Billy Graham, Rick Warren, or Joel Osteen because everyone knew who he was. Hitler survived the assassination attempt, and he said, "It was God who spared me. This proves that I am on the right track. I feel that this is a confirmation of all of my work." So a pastor tries to assassinate Hitler, fails, and is executed for his involvement. And a tyrant, probably the most evil man in history, proclaims God's blessing on his actions. Bonhoeffer wrote several books, and one of those books is The Cost of Discipleship. It's an important book in helping to shape how we should think about grace and the grace that saved us, our obligation to that grace, responsibility to it, and the duty and honor that we have to that grace. My name is Tim Johnson, and I'm starting on Sunday, June 12th, in my life group, a study on the cost of discipleship. I'd like to invite anyone who is not in a life group to come join us for this study. As a part of this study, we have to explore Bonhoeffer's life and the German culture during his lifetime. How can the citizens of a Christian nation become willing executioners? And how can a pastor become involved in the plot to kill the country's leader? We'll explore all of that with the Bible as our filter. Perhaps, but for the grace of God, go I.